Welcome to the Rob and Kale Show. Rob Sanders.
His own mother slapped the stork that delivered him.
And Kale Hall.
He doesn't deserve to be in this business. He deserves to have been blackballed.
The Rob and Kale Podcast.
He doesn't deserve to be in this business.
And welcome to the Rob and Kale Show. I'm Rob Sanders. I want to welcome in my co-host. He is in the upstate. He is 18 times the fun that I am. He is Carolina Jackpot. Kale, what's up, brother?
Well, I don't know that that's true.
Yeah, you're 18 times more fun than I am.
18 times?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Every time I watch your like scratch off videos and stuff, I leave feeling happy. And then I watch some of the stuff that I do by myself, and I'm just angry and pissy and all that stuff, and you're just all happy. I want to be more like Jackpot when I grow up, just happy.
We're always more critical of ourselves, so.
That's a good point. Jackpot, are you having a good evening up there in the upstate? It's kind of rainy down here as we are. I'm here in Columbia, but is it nasty up there?
It has been all day, and I think it's finally stopped raining for a while, but I'm sure it'll start again. It rained real hard. It rained real hard this afternoon at work. It was nasty.
Well, we've gotten down to the Final Four, and we're going to talk about that. We have to talk about our sponsors real quick, and we're going to talk about teams that could break out this season. And I sent that to Jackpot earlier, and I think that maybe we'll look at some teams from the SEC and the ACC and see who we think could actually be the kind of the breakout team this year. But let's talk about Callaway's Bar and Grill out in West Columbia, Highway 1, diagonal from the Walmart. Hello, Jaden. You want to read the spot?
Yes.
Okay, well, that'll read it, and then you can chill out. How's that sound?
Good.
Okay. Anyway, Callaway's Bar and Grill, Callaway'sBarandGrill.com. They sponsor the Callaway's Bracket Challenge and our football pick challenge, which we're wrapping up the bracket challenge here. We'll have that wrapped up next Monday. Sad to say that Jackpot and I have been eliminated. So nobody can sit here and claim that we fixed it because somebody else is going to take home the money in the Callaway's Bracket Challenge. Ken Bellinger leads the way. Jonathan Lorman is in second. I think there's only like a chance for like 3 people to win it. Gary Mills, friend of the program, was like right in the mix until Michigan lost, and then his bracket ended up looking like a like one of those, had so much red on it, it looked like something some of my graded stuff from when I was in school. But he kind of fell off the radar there. But we do have, I think it's 4 people that have a chance to win, and we'll figure that out as we go. Yeah. Also, we'll get to Brock's comment in a minute.
Well, I had that 2-team parlay last night on the money line, and I nailed UCLA. Of course, Gonzaga that didn't happen. They kind of took care of business, but had that come in, that $30, so it netted me like $500.
It would have been lunch on Jackpot. Jackpot be buying us lunch. You take us to McDonald's and buy us a Happy Meal.
Without question.
Without question. And finally, from Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport, fireside chats with Uncle Jackpot. Uncle Crackpipe, as some people call him. I don't understand why they call you Crackpipe. That's kind of silly, but it doesn't matter. But fireside chats with Uncle Jackpot. Jackpot, read away.
It sucks to be a Gamecock. It's been 2,319. Sorry. It sucks to be a Gamecock. It's been 2,309 days since my team has beaten Clemson on the football field. We are a women's hoop school. We should get rid of our football team and play lacrosse. We're the welfare government cheese program of the SEC. Remember, it sucks to be a Gamecock. Go Tigers.
All facts there from Uncle Jackpot. I mean, there really isn't a lie that's there. So thanks to Dennis Wilson from DNC Trucking and Transport for that. Welfare government cheese. That pretty much sums up Gamecock football. I mean,
okay.
I'll tell you what, if the Gamecocks ever let's just step into a fantasy world for a second. And let's just say Shane Beamer comes in there and they like the next 7 classes are number 1 classes, and all these teams come together, all the players come together, and they're all singing Kumbaya, and he's having baptisms after practice like Dabo Sweeney had, and everything is just crazy good, and South Carolina's beating people 63-7. The happiest man on this planet will be the man in the upstate, Cale Hall. I firmly believe that. I mean, he needs that for his soul. I really believe that.
It is winning definitely can cure a lot of ills in your life. That's for sure. I haven't been truly happy since 2013 of my life. So there you go.
There you go. Anyway, but you know what though? Just for jackpot, that would be awesome. It'd be awesome if the Gamecocks were worth a damn in football. They are worth a damn in basketball. The women have moved on to the Final Four, so that's pretty good news. Don Staley's done it again. They will play. What is it? Stanford Friday night. I think everybody wants to see the UConn matchup. See them play again. That'd be kind of cool. Anyway,
yeah. Our resident expert on women's hoops in the upstate, Walt Deptula, yesterday said that if that matchup happens, he thinks Connecticut will win by double digits. So South Carolina's team doesn't look hungry, and they haven't been playing very well. I guess yesterday. I don't know if he may have stuck his foot in his mouth after last night's game.
Does he really know anything about women's hoops?
I don't know if he knows.
When you think women's hoops, do you think Walt Deptula?
No. I don't know if he knows shit about fuck, to be honest.
He absolutely doesn't. Oh man. Well, congratulations to the Gamecock women's basketball program. As they
that was all the 3 number 1 seeds in that Final Four. There are 3 of them are number 1 seeds, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Only one that's not is
like a 3 seed or something, right?
Who?
And like there's like 3 number 1 seeds and like a number 3 seed or something. I mean,
yeah.
Chalk generally holds true in the women's bracket. I mean, maybe they just have people that can actually pick a bracket with seeding and everything else. Maybe.
I don't know what it is. You don't see the upsets there, do you?
No, it doesn't happen that often at all on that side of it. But we'll be, if the Gamecocks win on Friday night, we'll talk more about some women's hoops on Sunday when we do the show. Actually, you know what? I don't want to do a show on Easter Sunday. We normally don't do a show, so we may not do a show on Easter Sunday. Look at us planning on the fly here.
Oh, that works. But yeah, that's crazy though. You would think there would be more because women are fucking crazy. So you would expect to see unpredictable things in the women's tournament, right?
Wait, hold on, Jackpot. We just pivoted from we're going to take the day off for the holy day to there should be more upsets in the women's tournament because women are fucking crazy.
Well, yeah, they're crazy, which means they're unpredictable. So in sports, you would think that would also hold serve, and you would see some stuff that wouldn't normally happen in a tournament full of women, but it doesn't. So I guess they got their heads screwed
I'm the
on
one who says crazy shit. The Jackpot just said women are fucking crazy. That's great,
Damn
dude.
right.
Oh shit. Well, anyway, we'll talk about that if that comes up. But that'll be our next show. Will be a week from today because I want to spend some time with the family on Sunday. We're gonna goof off and probably go somewhere or something.
Yeah, for Thursday morning, Thursday noon-ish next week, I'm leaving on a little mini vacation. So
we'll do the show Wednesday night, and then
I'm going to
races. You said you're going to Pennsylvania, right?
No, Tennessee, Fairfield Glade, which is in Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah, it's not near Knoxville. It's halfway between Knoxville and Nashville.
Why don't we get you a Tennessee Vols hat? That way you'll fit in up there.
Why don't we don't
throw shit at you?
That's not actually the area there of Tennessee that I'm going to. That's not the college team of choice. So,
what are they? Vandy fans up there? Memphis fans?
No, man. Tennessee Tech, the Golden Eagles.
Fuck me. Okay.
No,
Anyway,
I don't know.
I don't know anything about Tennessee. All I know about
Austin
Tennessee
Peay.
is that Austin P, the governess. I know that. Is no
Governor.
Morehead State's in Kentucky, right? Yeah.
Morehead's, Murray State. They got Morehead State
Oh,
and Murray State.
Morehead State and Murray State. Yeah, they're both in Kentucky. There you go with that. Shows what we know about those two states. They could break off from the union. We'd be like, screw it. What do they bring to the union anyway? Nothing.
They got a team in Kentucky. They got Northern Kentucky. They don't play football. They play basketball.
Yeah.
They're called the Norse.
The what?
The Norse.
Norse.
Like the Norsemen. The Norse. Who the fuck can pull for that?
Do you wear a shirt that says Norse Pride? What the hell do you wear? I
don't know.
On that.
I don't know.
Faster that.
I think it's got a ship on it.
Anyway, I got nothing. I wish I could come up with something bright for that, but I can't. Jackpot, let's talk football, man, because I'm sure everybody's here to hear us talk about some football stuff. You know, when you look at the SEC, I thought we'd do like a team that has maybe the potential to break out in. We could do one for the Atlantic, one for the Coastal and the ACC, and then we'll do one for the in the East and the West for the SEC. Where do you want to go first? You want to do the SEC first?
Why not?
Why not? Let's do the East, and we'll talk about the team that we think is going to break out in the East. And you know, when you look up and down the East, you know, I think there's a clear cut. You know, you've got Georgia up top, even though Kirby Smart's a fraud. But after Kirby Smart, you've got Florida right there with Dan Mullen and his wife kissing everybody. But after that, I mean, it's almost like a toss-up for who could finish third. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, there's potential for maybe 3 teams that could possibly finish third. Who do you got in the East that you think could take over that spot?
And after those two, you know, to be honest with you, I don't know that Florida is a solid pick to be the second team in the division, and they haven't recruited well, not to the level that they should be recruiting to be competing with Georgia. They just haven't. And then I think we got a snapshot in time last year in the what was it, the Cotton Bowl of what you're going to see this year. And it wasn't very promising. You know, I mean, this Emory Jones kid, like, I have nothing against him, but he's just not a very good quarterback. I mean, he's not going to, I mean, unless I'm totally off base here and this, God reaches down and just touches him with some kind of, touches his right arm, some kind of majestic football powers. I haven't seen him he doesn't throw a forward pass. I mean, is
he left-handed? I think he's left-handed. I might be wrong.
Well, okay, then
if he touches that would be his luck. They touch his right arm, and he's a left-handed quarterback.
I don't know that they're a shoe-in to finish in that second spot. But okay, let's just say for the sake of argument, I don't think you can count. I don't think you can count Vanderbilt and out of the basement. I mean, what? I don't know. I don't even know who they're really bringing back this year.
Right.
But I wasn't impressed with that head coaching hire up there at all. They needed an offensive-minded head coach at Vanderbilt. And they got to find a way to differentiate themselves. Not going to win, play defense. Tennessee is a shithole. I mean, they lost like 30 players to opting out and / graduation. I mean, they're not going to be very
Memphis.
Good.
That's still my favorite Tennessee story. The McDonald's bags and their punter said, "I'd rather punt at Memphis than punt at Tennessee." What a shithole!
I don't know. South Carolina is. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to get. It's like a lot of the seasons. It's like a lot of seasons have been in recent memory. Once South Carolina goes into one when you don't know what the fuck you're going to get. So I would put there. I would say Missouri or Kentucky. I would lean Missouri, maybe. I mean, because they do have a proven quarterback coming back. Now they're losing their running back.
The running back and their linebacker, Nick Bolton, who is probably going to be a first-day pick in the NFL draft.
Yeah, so those guys are going. I mean, it depends on how he replaces them. But they recruited well. I mean, they recruited some 4 stars out there. Looks like they found a guy who can coach himself a little bit of football there. So I had no problem with Missouri being kind of the breakout team there. I give them a slight edge over Kentucky. I think Kentucky peaked a few years ago, and I just don't think that we're going to see them win double-digit games again. So.
Yeah, well, Kentucky had some players on that team. I mean, they had the great running back that's now, I think, playing for, I can't remember. I think he's with the Steelers. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I know he lit up some South Carolina ass. I know that.
He lit up a lot of teams. So
he lit up a lot of teams, but he's a pretty good player. But, when I think about who could be a breakout team, I like coaches that have a system. And Coach Stoops has a system, but the one thing in his system that he hasn't really had is a quarterback, and you can't win games without a quarterback. I mean, yeah, they're going to line up the ball and run with all these guys and do all kind of stuff, but until they get a quarterback that's worth a damn, they're going to be just lacking. I like Eli Drinkowitz up at Mizzou. I think they got a new defensive coordinator, and I think they're going to rally the troops up there. So I agree with Jackpot on Mizzou with their quarterback. Connor, what was it? Is his name Bedazzled Sack? Is that what we call it?
Bedazzled Junk. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's his name. Yeah, Bedazzled Sack, their quarterback. I think
next year he's going to be a sophomore sack. So
he's a sophomore sack. Now we're getting too many names. Are we going with Bedazzled Sack or sophomore sack? Which one are we calling it?
Bedazzled Sack, because sophomore sack, somebody might think it was a defensive player. And I don't know who we're talking about. What's up, Ballard? Bob Rutherford said he's late to the party. You're late to the nitro party.
I always wanted to have one of those when I was a kid, but my parents weren't into the whole wrestling thing. So
I had one, but I mean it was only like 4 of us.
Oh, was it? I was about to say, were you the only one there?
No, it was me and 3 of my friends, so it wasn't really a party. But.
All right, so we're going to go with Mizzou in the East. I think we both agree there. South Carolina, I honestly thought about maybe South Carolina could be that team because, I think that there are they've got Texas A&M on the schedule. I think that's going to be tough. The Clemson game, I think, is a loss. Their non-conference schedule, other than Clemson, they can win 3 games there, I think for sure. I think they're better than Vanderbilt, and I think Tennessee's a shithole, so they're sitting at 5 wins there. The question is nobody really knows what Auburn's going to have. They're trying to be the Mountain West version of whatever at Auburn, and I don't know which Harson's going to be able to rally them or not. Maybe
with a bunch of SEC retread assistant coaches, like I talked about in my video the other day. I don't understand why he didn't why did he not bring some of his coaching staff from Boise State to Auburn? I mean, that makes no sense to me. I don't know. I don't get that one.
I'm not buying what Coach Harsin is selling, because if he's going to go with the offensive coordinator that South Carolina had last year, he's just not.
He's going to ruin his quarterback. Guy will be crying and transferring.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like, everyone has said about Bo Nix, several different things I've read about him is that he's a heck of an athlete and he can make every throw. I've read that from 4 different folks. I think even Josh Pate said it on his show. So, they've got a quarterback that can do stuff, but maybe he's not going to do that. So, anyway, maybe South Carolina can beat Auburn. I mean, I'm living in a vacuum world here, but if they can beat Auburn, that puts them at 6 wins, and then you got Mizzou and Kentucky. I mean, I'm not saying the Gamecocks have the capability of winning all those games, but would anybody be really shocked if South Carolina won 7 games? I wouldn't.
No, Brock is right. South Carolina has the talent. He said South Carolina has the talent to get at least 6 wins. I don't know if it's so much our talent. I think it might be a lack of lack of that from some of our opposition too.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. You're not playing Alabama. You're not playing LSU on that side of the schedule. I mean, you've got Georgia and Florida, which, Georgia's going to be a tough out for the game.
Florida's going to be down. I think they're going to be way down.
Yeah. Well, I think this will be the last season Mullen coaches there. Write that down too. Also, and since we're making predictions here on the show, why not? I think in 3 seasons, Eli Drinkowitz is going to be somewhere else. I think he'll rip it up at Mizzou, and in 3 seasons, he's going to be gone. He'll be pick a Power 5 job, one of the ones that'll probably come open. He's going to go somewhere else. So there you go with that.
You mean somewhere like, a sexier
job than Mizzou? No offense to our friends from the Mazodcast that listen to the show, but Mizzou's like not the real sexy job. I mean, it's cold up there.
But why not stay there and make that the sexy job?
I'm with you. I mean, I get
Clemson wasn't a sexy job until Dabo Swinney started winning conference championships every year, and then started winning a couple of national titles.
Well, I've been on this whole honesty kick as a fan here lately. Let's make sure we put this out there. If Dabo Swinney leaves, Clemson goes back to being a clown college as far as football goes. It's just the way that it is. I mean, he's put the football team at such a great level. I mean, you go up there and you literally have cow pasture, field of shit, Clemson, cow pasture, field of shit. That's what you got. So it's not exactly an appealing job. It really isn't.
I don't know. I don't know. They won't be bad. I mean, they've always been pretty good. I mean, won a national championship.
Not like. I mean, right now it's one of the hot jobs, but it could taper off. All right, let's go to the West. In the SEC West, I think you've got Alabama right there, and they're going to be obviously what Alabama is. Typical Alabama team. Nick Saban's got his guys squared away, another top recruiting class. And after that, though, I think there's a lot of question marks. I mean, for me, I don't know. LSU has talent. Coach Orgeron said he finally interviewed some of the assistants that he brought in. Congratulations, sir. He forgot to do that last year. Hey,
he interviewed him after he hired him?
No, his assistants that he had last year. We didn't go over this. He didn't. He said in an interview on a radio show down in Louisiana, I think Edwin's watching, the token LSU fan that watches the show here. He said, I didn't interview the assistants that I had last year, but I'm going to interview the ones I've got this year.
What?
Jackpot, that's real. He said, I didn't interview the assistant coaches I hired last year.
So he gave him a job without an interview.
Yeah, he said he gave them the job based on what other people told him. He didn't really interview anybody.
Oh, okay.
Edwin's giving me the thumbs up and not the middle finger that he normally gives me. That's the truth. So with that, I don't think Ed Orgeron is very smart. How do you give people $200,000 jobs and you don't even interview them? What the hell is that? And why didn't we get an interview? I would have went down there for $200,000 and wore that LSU colors and dealt with the crawfish and everything else for $200,000. I could have talked my way into making that defense better than what Bo Pelini.
You don't really have to deal with crawfish, Rob. They're dead.
It's the smell of them, Kale.
Oh, well, yeah.
So I don't know what I'm going to get from LSU. I'm just saying. I don't know what I'm going to get from LSU. So my team, I'm going to go with the Lane Kiffin Express at Ole Miss. I think he's going to Lane Kiffin's everywhere he's went, he's had a good offense. If they can get the defense to be just a step above what LSU had last year, they're going to win a lot of games, 55-48. And I think they win probably 7 or 8 games.
Yeah, that's true. Now, what they have returning this year now, they don't
have Elijah Moore.
Is the beach bum returning at quarterback, or is he gone?
Matt Corral?
Yeah, the beach bum. That's what I call him.
Why do you call him the beach bum?
Because he just looks like a fucking fuck stick. It's from Ventura, California. Just looks like an ass wipe. Anyway, I called him the beach bum last year when they beat us I don't know where I just picked that up. But anyway, I think he does come back one more year. So
Yeah, let's see here. Well, he's 22. Let's see here. I think I gotta check on that. Yeah, no, he's been there 3 seasons, so I think he's coming back for his senior year. We'll have to check on that. But I like Ole Miss regardless. They've also got that other quarterback that. What were the guys from the Mazodcast said that he's like one of the fastest guys ever. If he could learn to throw a 5-yard dart, he'd be great. So I think Ole Miss is going to be my team that breaks out. And they win 7-8 games, something like that this season.
Jerome Pruitt says, I hate that shithead Corral bastard. Yeah, I mean, too. I'd probably hate him a lot less if our defensive backs weren't, standing around with their finger up their ass. Drops back to pass.
In reality on this, J.C. Horn, I've seen him shoot up draft boards. He may be a top 15 pick, and South Carolina's defense was that shitty with a top 15 defensive player. So
no, I hope he's not in the same division as Matt Corral's team when he gets to the league because he's going to get lit up.
I'm blaming Muschamp.
A lot of people over there showing love for Ole Miss over on that side. Nobody's showing any love for the Pirate.
They'll win the fight after the game.
What's that?
They'll win the fight after the game.
Yeah, he's getting his players in there, so maybe they'll have a little something. Arkansas too. Arkansas showed some signs last year. They lost a couple of games they should have won. I think they only ended up winning 3 games, but they were still tough. A lot better than what they had been. Of course, they're losing pretty good assistant off their staff. So don't really know how that's going to pan out.
Them and took their staff. They should be pissed down there.
Yeah, we pulled an Auburn on them.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want the chat room to take note of what I just highlighted here. For the first time in podcast history, SEC Dog and I actually agree on something.
Wow, that's awesome.
That is awesome. I mean, this doesn't mean that we're going to take warm showers together at 3:00 in the morning, but we do have the same thought here. So congratulations, sir, on that.
I have to take a cold shower together to cool down.
Damn right.
A sense of bromance in the off. Works.
Exactly. We're going to hate each other September the 4th, though, when Jackpot and I both are wearing orange T-shirts and giving you the finger.
Right. Woo! Go Tigers.
I'm getting Eddie Hicks a T-shirt and make you a T-shirt that says "Tater for a Day," and it's going to be T and then the Clemson Paul Tur for a day. And Jackpot's like, I ain't wearing that out of the house.
No, I'm not wearing it to the gas station.
Shit. You'll be out there cutting grass in it later on, inside out. All right, let's go to the Atlantic for the ACC. It's Clemson and then kind of a dip after that. My team in the Atlantic is, I want to say Syracuse. And I think it's just for some reason their head coach is a guy that I think he's coaching for his job this year. And they won 1 game last year, and COVID kind of wreaked havoc with them. I think they'll get there. They'll get themselves back in shape a little bit, and Syracuse will win 4 to 6 games. So that's kind of a breakout from the 1-win season from a year ago.
I would go with BC.
That's a damn good one.
BC looked pretty good last year. Should have beaten. Did they lose? They beat North Carolina. No, they lost.
They should have beaten Clemson.
Should have beaten Clemson. They should have beaten North. Did they lose to UNC? I think they did.
I think they did. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a really close game. But that coach definitely Halfley. Guy that was Ohio State DC. I mean, doing some nice stuff up there. They had a quarterback. God, the Notre Dame transfer.
Yeah, Notre Dame transfer. Yeah, he
built Jerkovic.
I just refer to him as Jerk Itch. He's just Jerk Itch, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, he jerked some teams around. Definitely.
He jerked around too. And you know what's so good about him though? He can he stands really tall in the pocket, and teams guys hit him and they just fall off of him and he just makes throws. I mean,
he's a big guy.
So yeah, his name's Jerk Itch. That's what he is. That's what
You said what's the good thing about him though, and I was like,
no, I mean I said that because he plays.
He eats ass. I don't know what.
He might eat ass. I don't know. I don't know if people eat ass. We don't have an eat ass column on the quarterback.
They do that up there in Boston. Yeah, mouthful of beans.
Mouth. Oh God, I didn't want to go there. Damn it, jackpot. All right, so you got Boston College. I got Syracuse. We'll go to the Coastal. The Coastal Division. They call it Coastal Chaos because every year you end up having somebody different win it, which means that you have a bunch of teams that could win 7 games or could win 9 games and then go and be Clemson's bitch in the ACC championship game. I mean, who wants to be the head bitch this year? I don't know, but my breakout team in that division, I'm going with Georgia Tech. I like Coach Collins. He has a system. He's starting to recruit well, and I think that he may stick his foot up somebody's ass and get them to the 6-7 win mark.
I would either go with Virginia. Again, I just think they're just really well coached. And I like what Bronco Mendenhall does up there. I see Virginia or possibly the wet fart Pitt, because every few years the wet fart stumbles up and wins like 8 or 9 games. They do. They just do. And I don't know. I know we got a Georgia Tech man here in the chat, Sea Dog, and no offense, but your coach is just that damn when he went to shake hands with the Pitt coach after that game, and he pulled it away, man. When he got mad, and you remember that, Rob?
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, he acted like an asshole there.
Narduzzi, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, he wouldn't shake Pat Narduzzi's hand because the referees made some shitty calls. Well,
you're talking about Jeff Collins? Yeah.
Goddamn. I mean, that wasn't his fault.
Just go shake the man's hand. What the hell's wrong with you, Jeff Collins?
It's not like Narduzzi and his Italian mafia were damn paying off these referees. They just made some shitty calls. It fucking happens.
Yeah, I get you. I like Jeff Collins. I don't know. I do remember that though, and I remember watching that, and I'm like, ugh, really?
Yeah.
Damn it, Jeff Collins. I said all this good shit about you, and then you do that. Yeah, Pitt's a solid pick too.
But we're giving a mulligan on that, I guess. Everybody fucks up.
I mean, everybody fucks up every now and then. Shit, I mess up all the time. But anyway, do you have another team? Do you have another team that's in a different conference that you think is going to have a kind of a breakout season there, Jackpot?
I don't know if they're not a breakout season, but I'm definitely I'm very interested to see what Northwestern does with either the South Carolina transfer, Ryan Linsky, or the Clemson transfer, Hunter Johnson, at quarterback. Remember back in our Facebook groups? God damn, seems like it's been 4 or 5 years ago when he was a freshman and was coming into Clemson, and I was making fun of him. I was like, oh, yeah. They were like, oh, look how lead he is. He's just as lead as Trevor. Oh, my God, he's going to do all these great things. And I'm like, oh, yeah. They were all really fucking scared. And, he didn't really pan out.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But, since we're doing predictions tonight.
He transferred. He bumped out before Trevor Lawrence even took over as the starter, didn't he?
I believe so. I mean,
he left the spring prior.
Yeah, something like that.
2018.
He knew he wasn't going to get to play, so he said, fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I
He
think that too.
didn't get mistreated really though, like Kelly Bryant did, and
Jesus
lied
Christ.
to, and then have to leave.
Kelly Bryant is a quitter and a cuck. There you go. I said it. Don't believe me. The Mizzou tight end was banging his girlfriend, and he didn't do anything about it. That's exactly what Kelly Bryant is. He's a quitter. He quit on Clemson, and he's a cuck. There you go. Write that down. Don't care. Anyway, my team that I think is going to have a breakout from where they were last season is Penn State. They were like 3-9 last year, and they were really bad. And I think Penn State is going to be a lot better.
Oh yeah, they'll be a load. That's right. Dog says it wasn't because of reffing; it's because the pit players and coaches picking fights. Nobody's seen it, but it was on an obscure network. I do remember that. I think it was on a Thursday night, and it wasn't even. I mean, I think it may have been like on a UHF channel or something.
That's man, you're showing our age there. A UHF.
I don't know. You couldn't find it. It was nowhere to be found, and it was on a night when I don't think there were any other games being played. So I don't know why they put it on the UHF station. Like it may have been on like SCETV or something, channel 29.
We should take this show and put it on a UHF channel.
Oh yeah, we definitely.
We could probably get on like a public access. That'd be hilarious.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, I can definitely see that too. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. SEC Dog with another interesting comment. Oklahoma's the team to watch this year. They bring back a lot and finally have a half-ass defense. They're my useless preseason number 1 pick. Let me save Kale because I know exactly what Kale's going to say here. I'm in tune with him. We can think alike. He's going to say, Oklahoma's not going to be worth the shit because we took their best assistant. That's what you were going to say.
Well, I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, when you lose someone that caliber, I mean, it's like losing probably your head motivator, and
I mean, the tight ends are not going to be worth a fuck this year, right?
Exactly.
They're going to.
I mean, that's going to hurt you blocking. That's going to hurt your running game. That's going to hurt your receiving game. I mean, that hurts on multiple levels.
I hope Shea Bieber works out so we don't get to goof on
last night I called in and had a little conversation with Uncle Lou about that. And, he and I both agree. There is no way Georgia would have made that playoff run in 2017 had he not been on that staff. I mean, he wasn't on the staff in 2018. Did you see him in the playoffs? No, sir, you did not.
Okay, terrific. Tom says, I think SoCal will have a decent year. They had a big class. Yeah, that would make sense. I could buy into that.
Had Tom Herman hired Shane at Texas, he would still have a job.
Man, you're putting all your eggs in the Shea Bieber basket.
Well, I don't have any other choice. I don't have another basket.
Damn it. You know what? I will give Jackpot credit. He's going to support him regardless. He did give up on Will Muschamp when Will Muschamp decided to be a failure, but that's pretty funny. I don't
think Will decided to be a failure. I think failing found Will.
Yeah, I think it's just bred into him. Brock wants to know if Comrade would come back for a guest appearance. Well, okay, I'll just call him right now. He's probably not doing anything. He's not sleeping. Comrade's out there. He's getting jacked up for opening day. Hold on. We'll call him right now on the phone and see what he's doing. It's not like he's doing anything important. Here you go. Calling the Comrade right now. Watch. He probably won't answer his phone. If he answers the phone, I'll be shocked. Let's see if he's going to answer the phone. He probably knows we're calling. He might be over there watching.
Maybe.
I just talked to him the other day. Actually, I sent him a text message today telling him about Chad Morris. Answer the phone, goofball.
This is Mike. I'm not here right now with the message, and I'll get back to you.
Will you? Will you really?
The mailbox is and cannot accept any messages at this time.
Well, no, there you go.
Oh, there you
He's
go.
back to a lot of people.
He's got a lot of people to get back to. I will let him know that you wanted to make a guest appearance. Actually, he would have been a great guest to have tonight with opening day tomorrow with the Braves and everything else. But then I'd want to kick him off the show when he started talking about the Red Sox because they
Who
won
the
baseball.
Bravos playing tomorrow?
The Phillies, I believe.
Is that where is this game at? The series.
I don't know. Hold on, I can tell you right now. Braves, I think it's. Oh, let me make sure because I could be wrong. Watch them be playing like some other fucking team somewhere else. But I think it's Braves and Phillies tomorrow. Let's see here. Yeah, tomorrow 3:05. The Braves play the Phillies. Let's see here. I think is it in Atlanta? I'm going to the Braves website right now. Yeah, Braves set for the Phil. It is in Philadelphia. So the Braves have to go up to the stench of Philadelphia.
Any idea? What the attendance is going to be like this year?
I don't know. Let's see here. I think they're going to eventually. I think by the end of July, everybody's going to be at the ball game. We'll be looking
a state thing, I guess.
Let's see here. No NL. Starting lineup, Braves, projected lineup. I think talked about that's going to work. Let's see here. Nope, doesn't tell us about that. I'm sure there'll be some fans in the stands of some sort, some sort like that.
Yeah, there's not going to be. There'll be more fans, so maybe they'll outnumber the cardboard this year. In the little area of Pennsylvania and the Poconos where we go on our vacations every year, now that's about roughly 120 miles from Philadelphia. So you would think the Phillies would be the Major League Baseball team of choice of the Poconoians. I guess you would call the residents up there. But actually, it's not. And I deduced this from talking to a few of them and also from the displays of merchandise at the local Walmart there of sports apparel. Guess who the Major League Baseball team of choice there is?
I don't know. It's not the Phillies?
Nope.
Pirates.
No, man. No, that's like 4 hours away. Pennsylvania is a huge state.
The Reds?
No.
Okay, I'm just running out. The Nationals.
The fucking Yankees.
Oh, fuck them. Fuck them. I'd rather drink bleach than be a Yankees fan. Fuck the Yankees.
You know what? And you saw a lot of Yankee shit in the Walmart. There was some Philly shit. You saw Yankee shit, Philly shit, but there was no Mets shit.
Oh, that's because the Mets are fucking terrible.
And there was
go ahead.
Eagles stuff. Saw Eagles shit. A lot of Baltimore Ravens shit. A lot of New York Giants shit. There was no Jet shit.
No Jet shit. Okay.
No love for the Jets or the Mets at the Pocono, Pennsylvania Walmarts.
They're both shitholes, so I'm just saying. I don't give a shit about the Jets, the Mets. To hell with all of them. I really don't like.
Seriously, we were going to when we went to fucking. It wasn't this past summer. It was the summer before, obviously, because there was no fans. But we stopped and ate. We were going to the Jersey Shore and for the day, and we stopped at this Burger King in Random City, New Jersey. I don't know where it was, but they actually had free coupons there that you could redeem for a ticket to a fucking Mets game. That's how bad. That's how bad their attendance is, man. I didn't realize that, but
I think
it's really shitty, and they're giving away tickets to the fucking Mets games. This were weekday games at the damn at Burger King's throughout New Jersey in 2019.
I think that Jim Powell, the Braves radio network, does the play-by-play for them, and he always, every time the Braves have to play the Mets, he always calls it Flushing. Welcome back to Flushing. Like it's almost like he's talking about going to the shitter or something.
Yeah, it's part of Queens.
Yeah,
Flushing Meadows. That's where the old Shea Stadium was.
Okay, terrific. I don't even know. Hell with the Mets. Can't stand them. All right, Jackpot. Well, we're not doing a show on Sunday, but we hope everybody has a happy Easter. Spend some time with your family because that's important. And we'll be back at it a week from today as we'll have plenty of shit to talk about. We're getting to the NFL draft time, so we'll talk a little bit about that.
We'll have a national champion, and no, we won't. Never mind.
Yeah, we will, because they're doing the national championship on Monday. So Saturday, Monday for the NCAA.
Okay, we will.
Yeah, now I think the women are Tuesday. So by this time next week, Jackpot, you can
by this time next week, the Gamecocks will have something else in the trophy case.
Yeah, or maybe not. But they have a chance. They have a chance to. So there's that. All right. Well, we appreciate you joining us here on the Rob and Kale podcast. We will see you in a week.